only 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I am so excited and happy to be back in the building. Hey, everybody. It's your favorite girl, Green Eyes Sparkle Baby, and it is the show. I want to say happy post Memorial Day. Last Thursday, I did my show before Memorial Day. I hope you guys recognize, honored, and showed some respect for the veterans who lost their lives in war. And to all the armed forces and all the men and women in the armed forces, I say salute. Y'all see, I got my hat on. Y'all see, I'm ready. I got my hat on today, y'all. I just want to make sure everybody, that we did pay homage and respect to all the soldiers, all the men and women in the armed forces around, Memorial Day. A lot of wars have been fought. People have lost their lives to protect the great United States of these Americas. And so I just want to kick off the show by saying salute, and I give the utmost respect to all of the armed forces in the United States for continuing to watch over us and protect us, along with the man above who keeps us safe in our comfort and sleep. All right, y'all. How y'all doing? Today is Thursday. Can y'all believe it, friends? Do y'all know that this is episode 69? This is the 69th episode of Green Eye Sparkle Baby, the show. And so I got to give a celebration for that. Is that all right with y'all? Yes, yes, yes. And we're going to keep climbing and keep going. Oh, I can't wait for the 100th episode. That's going to be a celebration right there on its own, y'all. But this is the 69th episode, and I'm so happy to be here. Master P, I always like to read Master P's words of inspiration. Master P talks about winners don't wait for motivation. They create it. And I feel like, boy, I said that's that phrase right there from Master P, what he put on that quote, because I love looking at his quotes. I said, oh, he was speaking to me. I don't wait to be motivated. I create the motivation. I create and believe in this channel, Green Eye Sparkle Baby, the show. And so I like what Master P's quote was. Winners don't wait for motivation. They create it. And those are words to live by. Thank y'all for tuning in. And shout out. Let me give a shout out also to Mom Knows Best, aka my mom, who also has her own show now. She is BJ the researcher. So shout out to my mom who continues to elevate, and she's just amazing. She surprises me, every time. My mother is in her 80s and says she wanted to have her own channel. That is a blessing. So shout out to Mom Knows Best, y'all. Show some green hearts for Mom Knows Best. That's my mom. Now, moving right along. Friends, what is going on, honey? Why is it all of a sudden we're not even in the full swing of the NFL season, but it's all this rah-rah within the NFL. I thought that was quite interesting. I said, well, we got to talk about this. Oh, I appreciate that like. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. I am elated and blessed to have each and every one of you join my show. And I just want to do a friendly reminder, make sure you all hit that like button and subscribe. If you all appreciate this show over here. And as I said earlier, I just gave a shout out for Memorial Day. If those of you who missed it, salute to all armed forces, all men and women who fight for our country to keep us safe. I thank you all so very much. Memorial Day was a special time to recognize those who lost their lives in battle. And I just want to make sure I humbly show respect. And I'll see I got my bucket hat on. I got my camouflage bucket hat on today, y'all. And I do. How you doing, Cold? I see you, Cold. Hello, friend. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Now, we got to get into, because there's a lot to break down about the NFL, because y'all know I'm going to need y'all input. I said, what the Sam Hill Blazers? I mean, all of a sudden, we're not even in the regular season yet. And it was just a lot of trending things going on. And I said, well, let me make sure that we have a conversation and discuss these things. First of all, am I going to talk about that first, or am I going to talk about the birthday celebration? Which one y'all want first? What y'all want? Y'all want to know the big birthday celebration? I saw a lot of y'all come in the room. Y'all ran in here. What you gonna be talking about the birthday? Yeah, y'all know the U.S. is getting ready to have another birthday. Did y'all know that? Oh yes, my friends. Oh yes, yes. The United States of America has a birthday coming up. Y'all want to know when the birthday is? Y'all come closer. The United States birthday is July 4th. Friends, July 4th is the United States birthday, and we will be turning 250 years old on July 4th. So that's a celebration. And so, with that being said, my understanding is there's some new currency that's underway for let me do another celebration there. And there is new a currency bill underway, allegedly. Now, y'all know how you see things on social media, and I say, is this real or no? Y'all get in the chat and y'all tell me. So, allegedly, they're going to work on making a $250 bill to commemorate the 250-year birthday celebration of the United States of America. If y'all know anything about it, y'all can get in the chat and say thumbs up. Yeah, you know about it. If it's real or no, y'all put that in the chat because they say a lot of things, and you don't know what to believe is real and what's not real. But allegedly, a new $250 bill is being designed, but we're gonna find out if that's real or not. Hey, Chelsea, welcome in. Thank you all for tuning in. How you doing today, dear? All right, y'all. Now we got to get into this NFL business. We already talked about the birthday stuff, so this is a big deal for the birthday for the United States, y'all. Y'all support the United States. If y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all put on y'all red, white, and blue, and show patriot. Whatever y'all want to do. That ain't none of my business. Like when somebody says a content creator say, all right, now if that ain't none of your business, now you take your mouth off it. Now see if that ain't none of I'm gonna take my mouth off of it. Y'all do what y'all want to do. That's the great thing about these Americas. All right, friends, we got to talk about this revised deal on the table for Matthew Stafford. Child, the Rams gonna be paying him some good old delicious money. Did y'all know this? So I'm talking about the quarterback for the Rams. I'm talking about the MVP player for the Rams, Matthew Stafford. He won MVP for the last season, right? Well, child, y'all, I got this hot off the press. Now, y'all know what I do. I do my homework, I do my research, and I went right on over there to the NFL insights to get some understanding. So there is a revised deal for Matthew Stafford. This includes a deal that rolls from 2026 into 2027. And I was like, what? So first of all, he's got the regular contract, right? He's got a regular contract coming. But then the first hit in March 2027, his salary is going to be a $5 million roster bonus. Wow. And so that'll be $45 million. That's the base. And then a $5 million bonus. Ooh, y'all get in the chat. Did y'all know about all of these delicious details? So they must be engaging Matthew Stafford to bring the Los Angeles Rams straight forward to the Super Bowl. I feel like in my spirit, they have already made a prediction that the Rams are going full throttle ahead to win this Super Bowl this year. I mean, they paying him a lot of money. And what was interesting also, guys, is the fact that they said now he'll be turning 40 years old in 2028. So things change in 2028. Right now, the getting is good. So he getting all the details. He got a revised deal that rolls him from 2026 to 2027. But when he hits 2028, because his birthday is February 2028, he'll be 40 years old. He's got to discuss whether he's going to retire or negotiate some kind of deal with somebody else. Child, I don't know what Matthew Stafford is getting ready to do. If I got some LA Ram fans in the building, y'all put in the chat. Do y'all think Matthew, to all my LA Rams or anybody who wants to throw in their viewpoint, y'all know what we do. Y'all know Green Eye Sparkle chat, we be chatting, and it's like it be popping like hot butter popcorn. So y'all, let's get in the chat and have a discussion, friends. And by the way, don't forget to hit that like button YouTube recognizes the likes that we get and definitely recognizes the subscribers. So don't forget to just stop for a moment, subscribe to my channel, Green Eye Sparkle Baby 100, the show. Y'all come on in, and I greatly appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. All right, so let's get into it, and it's time for some chat discussion. Do you guys think this was a great move on the Los Angeles Rams' part to sign such an astronomical revised deal for a quarterback? Y'all tell me what y'all thinking. Because, by the way, are they looking at, so is it predicted? I'm trying to figure out how did they come to this conclusion to wrap a deal in for 2026, 2027. But when 2028 comes, he's got to figure out if he wants to retire or negotiate a deal somewhere else. And I mean, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all thinking. But he does have to decide, coming up 40, that's retirement age. It's so young, but that's the NFL, friends. That is the NFL. So y'all let me know, yay or nay. But I thought that was interesting, and it was definitely trending newsworthy because that's a revised deal that sets him up real nice. When he retired, he got a nice package deal on the table. Now let's talk about Lamar Jackson for a minute. All right, now Lamar Jackson he's smiling from ear to ear. Lamar Jackson, shout out with Baltimore Ravens. He's smiling from ear to ear. He's got great energy. He's feeling very optimistic about this upcoming season. One of the things that Lamar Jackson said is he feels good about the offseason changes. The new coaching staff is a breath of fresh air. So he's elated and excited to start this new season off with a brand new fresh start. It's nothing wrong with a reset. Y'all know I always like to talk about a mindset reset, and it's okay. It's okay to have change. It's so important that we reflect on things, and sometimes it's better to reflect on it and make some adjustments and changes. The coach was at Baltimore for 18 years. So, Lamar is welcoming. He loved the coach, John. He loved the coach. But, he's optimistic about the new coaching staff. He's optimistic about this new season coming up. Now, my question is, all right, for all my Baltimore Ravens fans out there, y'all get in the chat. Now, do y'all think that what y'all think Lamar Jackson gonna do? Is he gonna rise to the occasion and show real good quarterback skills now under new coaching leadership? What y'all thinking? But he's optimistic, and there's nothing wrong with optimism. He is ready. He's seeing the changes, information, and a reorg ain't never hurt nobody. It's good to do reorgs, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. I feel like somebody calling my phone. We're not going through that. I hit decline so the volume doesn't get messed up. I hope y'all can still hear me because sometimes when a call comes in, you all can't hear me. So hopefully my volume is up and running. So nevertheless, friends, yeah, okay, I'm back. All right, making sure that y'all can hear me. So nevertheless, friends, so Lamar Jackson, he is looking forward to the new season. And as a quarterback, I mean, I feel like thank you, Charlene. Hey, cousin. Hey, we got my cousin in the building. Hey, friend. Hey, cousin. Always like a little sis to me. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all letting me know that y'all can hear me. Now, what y'all think about Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson, he's excited, and as he should be. A lot of when you start something new, you're excited. But now the excitement has to turn into wins. As we like to say, those excitement components have to turn into W's, okay? Franchises want to see W's in the building. They don't want to see an L. They want to see a W. Somebody say, one of I think it's James. He says he eats the W's. I don't know if they do it like this. I forget how they do that W symbol, child. But he said he like to eat the W's. But nevertheless, all I'm saying is, in my humble opinion, is it all right? I'm gonna give y'all my Thursday thoughts. Y'all know Green Eye's gonna give some Thursday thoughts as I think about, the commentary. I'm glad that I'm glad they're optimistic. I'm glad they got good energy and positive vibes. But the action has to come behind the excitement. Lamar Jackson should be ready to execute and deliver for the team. I feel like the quarterback is the leader. He's the head, not the tail. So they're looking at his leadership to drive home some great wins. Like I said, I'm not a Baltimore Ravens fan. I'm just speaking on my humble opinion because of the season they had last year. I was like, oh my goodness. And y'all know that they coach John was abruptly fired. He had to go. He had to go. They fired him. It was not a good season. And you know, John Harbaugh, he went right on over there to New York. So they picked him up over there in New York. So we're gonna see what he do over there. But I'm saying right now is okay, the coach is gone. We got new coaches in the building. We got new organization happening with the Baltimore Ravens. What are they gonna do? I just want to see, I just want to see what Lamar Jackson is going to bring to the table. He had a few little injuries himself this last season. So I am looking forward to seeing the Baltimore Ravens kick off like they had done in the past. They need to kick off thunderous, okay? New coaching, great. But let's pick up the gear. I'm happy that you're excited, Lamar. But in my humble opinion, put your actions where your mouth is. You know, people like to talk. I say this all the time. People got a lot of rah rah. Yeah, 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 yeah. But where is the action? See, I like action driven results. It's one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to show the action. So the leader of the team, in my humble opinion, is the quarterback. The quarterback leads the team. The head coach gives the guidance to the quarterback to be great. But the quarterback gonna have to show some work too. The quarterback has to have grit. When I say grit, they got to have that goat-like mentality. I always call that the goat. Tom Brady comes to my mind when I say that. You got to have resilience. You got to be intentional. You got to have tenacity. The team needs to see the tenacity behind the quarterback. You can't be coming out there with the extra. What you doing? What you doing if you ain't coming in with that grit, that strong, like, let's get this. I don't want to hear all that, no excuses this year. Ooh, let me take my mouth off of that and I'm gonna keep it pushing. Cause yeah, but I didn't want to steal his thunder, but I'm glad he excited. But I would like to see Baltimore step up their A game. And just like I'm talking about Baltimore, I'm gonna talk about the Tampa Bay Bucks too. Y'all know that's my team. They got work to do as well. I just call it like it, I call it like I see it. That's all, friends. These are my humble opinions, and I'm gonna stick to my humble opinions because I tell y'all what, my predictions last season were spot on. Pretty much, man, it couldn't have been better than that. Some of the predictions I made, they came out like I would not believe. I didn't see it, but all my recordings of all my shows speak for me about how I made certain predictions from this show right here, Green Eye Sparkle, that actually came into fruition on the Sunday night football games, the Thursday night football games, and Monday night. I did pretty good last season. Hey, hey. So I'm looking forward to this season, y'all. We're gonna see what they're gonna do. They're gonna make it do what they do. Now, y'all ready? Oh, honey child, y'all listen. Now we got to talk about it. Okay, I didn't realize this. Okay, so Cleveland Browns. I thought everything was said and done. I thought everything was squared away. I'm thinking, Shador Sanders was going to be the highlight quarterback. I thought he was going to be like, the franchise quarterback. I don't know why I thought that, but in my humble opinion, that's what I thought. Did y'all know Did y'all know this? Because I talked a little bit about the draft, but I didn't cover all 3 days. I did the opener. I did day one. I talked about all the details of day one, but I didn't keep going in this draft. But listen, y'all, did y'all know that the Cleveland Browns drafted another quarterback in the 6th round? He was a 6th round pick for Cleveland Brown. I'm talking about Taylor Green. I said, uh-oh, because they say Taylor Green was a force to be reckoned with over there in Arkansas. Shout out to Arkansas. They said they don't draft him from Arkansas and that he could possibly give Shador a run for his money. They say he's super talented. So wait a minute, hold the line. Hold the line, because this is what I'm looking at. Not only do we have Taylor Green, who was the 6th round pick, you got Deshaun over here that they saying that Deshaun gonna steal the thunder from Shador, and now you got Shador Sanders. So they got 3 heavy hitters. All right, y'all gonna have to get in the chat and help Green Eye Sparkle out with this one. Who do you guys think is gonna open up the season with the Cleveland Browns? We got Deshaun Watson, we got Shador Sanders, and we got Taylor Green. All 3 of them they say are super, super talented. They all coming in with the smoke. All right, now, so I need the help from the chat. Y'all got to help chat. Who y'all think gonna start for the Cleveland Browns? This is a lot of talent. And I do understand the situation. When you got talent like this, and you start peeling back the onion, who starts week one? Who starts week one? Do y'all want to know? Do y'all want to know the prediction that's out there? But y'all tell me first. I ain't gonna tell y'all what the prediction is. I want y'all to tell me what y'all thinking. Do y'all think it's gonna be a given that Shedeur Sanders is gonna start week one with the Cleveland Browns? Y'all think he's gonna be the opener? Y'all gonna have to help me out with that, friends. Oh, some of y'all got scared and wouldn't even answer the question. Y'all get in the chat while y'all running. I am asking a poll question. Y'all don't have to run. Y'all get in the chat. Who's gonna start for the Cleveland Browns? Is it gonna be Deshaun Watson? Is it gonna be Shedeur Sanders? Is it gonna be Taylor Green? This a heavy hitter group, y'all. This is gonna be something else. I mean, I'm just saying, who starts week one? I'm gonna let y'all know a secret. There is a prediction out there. There is a prediction out there, y'all. Y'all want to hear the prediction? Do y'all want to hear the prediction of who they say gonna start for the Cleveland Browns? All right, here we go. Now, allegedly, y'all know I be doing my homework and I do my research. Green Eye Sparkle don't be talking off the cuff. I'm telling y'all, I ain't telling y'all what I heard. I'm telling y'all what I know. Allegedly, I'm gonna put allegedly in it until it actually happens. It is predicted. Now, y'all ready? It is predicted that it's going to be Deshaun Watson who actually starts week one. I'm like, oh my goodness. Here we go again. Here we go again. They already had a quarterback. They got Shedeur Sanders. Now they got Deshaun Watson over here. Then they done brought in Taylor Green. But child, y'all listen, can y'all believe this? Now, this is a prediction, so I'm not gonna put too much energy in this prediction outcome. But the prediction outcome is this: week one, Deshaun Watson is going to play week one. Then they're going to be interchangeable opportunities for Shedeur Sanders and Taylor Green. I'm sorry, I said my Taylor. What y'all thinking? Y'all, I'm gonna need some help. Can y'all get in the chat for me, friends? I need y'all to get in the chat because Green Eye Sparkle is perplexed. Is this a right move? Do y'all think this is a right move? Why? I mean, all of them are super talented. I don't know. I got a little bias, I guess. I feel like because Shedeur didn't have a chance to, he had a few good games, but he didn't have a full chance to show himself. Why can't Shedeur Sanders kick off the week one? Let him get a chance to get his rhythm in gear instead of bringing somebody else in and I feel like they're trying to take the opportunity from Shedeur by putting Deshaun Watson as the forefront. I'm gonna just keep it right there, y'all. These are my humble opinions. These are Green Eyes opinions now. But the predicted outcome did not come from Green Eyes. The predicted outcome that Watson is going to be the one to start week one comes right out of the NFL. Now that's their prediction. Now that's what they said. And they did say prediction. I don't know. I just knew that. I just knew, child, that Shedeur Sanders had that spotlight. But see, that's what you get for assuming. Oops, you know what they say about when you assume. Touch my nose. Let's keep it moving. All right, let's get into the other one. Now, I was scratching my head, guys, on this next one with the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, I don't even know what to tell you. I didn't even I need to go back and revisit the outcome on this one. Did y'all know the Atlanta Falcons picked up what's his name? Maybe it's not the same one. Tago Taloa. Y'all know that the Atlanta Falcons got Tago Taloa, but they also have Michael Penix, Tua Tago Valoa. Tua isn't that? Wait a minute. Tua was the quarterback for Miami. Y'all mean to tell me the Sam Hill Blazers what's going on is that Atlanta picked up Tua from Miami and brought him to Atlanta, and we got Michael Penix. What in the Sam Hill Blazers is going on, friends? Y'all gonna have to help Green Eye Sparkle out with this one. I did not look at the outcome prediction on this one. I'm gonna put a question mark on this one, y'all. I don't know who they saying gonna start week one, but in my humble opinion, I'm certainly hoping it's gonna be Michael Penix. I mean, Tua had so many injuries. He has so many concussions. I didn't even know he was drafted over there to Atlanta. Child, y'all, that was news to Green Eyes. That was news to Green Eyes. I had no idea that he marched his way over there to Atlanta. It was just about an hour and a half flight from Miami to Atlanta. But I'm just saying, I didn't know he was over there as a quarterback. Wow. Okay. Nevertheless, Las Vegas Raiders. Y'all, let's get into it. Now we got Fernando Mendoza. Everybody saw that, right? During the draft, he got picked up by the Las Vegas Raiders. But hold up. Wait a minute. We got to put Kirk Cousins in it. Did y'all know Kirk Cousins is sitting over there, high saluting over there with the Las Vegas Raiders? Child, y'all, I tell you what, I said, now this is something else right here, friends. This is something else. Now you got a rookie quarterback coming in, and then y'all bring over the Kirk Cousins too. Who they gonna let play? I mean, I'm just saying, y'all, what y'all thinking the prediction is? I got the prediction outcome on this one. Do y'all think they're gonna let Fernando get the kickstart in week one, or y'all think they're gonna let Kirk Cousins play? Oh, I love chat communication. All y'all watching and y'all ain't putting y'all comments in the chat. Y'all put y'all comments in the chat because Green Eye Sparkle want to know. We know Fernando Mendoza played his what off this last season in the college game. I was so excited. I was elated about Indiana doing their thing. They showed up and showed out. And Mendoza had a number one draft pick choice. That's really huge. But my question is, do y'all think Kirk Cousins is going to overshadow Fernando? Do y'all think Fernando will have a first kickoff start in week one? Y'all got to tell me because, inquiring minds want to know. Y'all know Green Eye Sparkle, baby, want to know. This is something else, y'all. I said this is the first time that I can remember that we got a lot of quarterback frenzies. Everybody want a good quarterback. Everybody wants a good quarterback. And it's fine. I mean, I agree. You should want a good quarterback. Everybody should want a good quarterback, right? But now here's the thing. This is what causes, creates that stamina and the endurance of quarterbacks that know that it ain't gonna be easy because they got somebody ready to take your spot. So what I say to these quarterbacks, nothing is a done final deal until y'all get out there on that field to play. Nothing is a done deal. Y'all know we got preseason coming, and like I said, preseason is very important. Can I say something? Let me say something about the quarterbacks as they kick off this new season. All the quarterbacks out there, whether they're the first line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line. Let me tell you something, quarterbacks. Do not neglect the preseason. They talk about the preseason doesn't count, and they try to keep the noise down around preseason. Let me tell y'all something in my humble opinion. I observe in the preseason how the teams are playing. You can see the weak links, the weakest link. You can see where the struggles are. You can see a lot in the preseason, and they try to play it off like the preseason doesn't count to all the quarterbacks out there that are fighting for a spot or fighting for that number one spot. If they put you out there on that field, you work, you throw that ball strategically, you aim at the target and what you are throwing. Don't throw no interceptions if y'all trying to get a spot. Y'all trying to get that number one spot. Let me tell you something. don't don't take it lightly. When all the rah-rah, they say that this preseason doesn't count. I don't care what they tell y'all. They watching. Can I peel back this on you? This is a download that just came down. I think they try to discount or dismiss the hype around preseason so that so people won't be intense or anxious about it. And all the while, they are watching the videotapes, they're watching that footage, they're watching how y'all playing. So right now, like the Cleveland Browns, we got Deshaun Watson, we got Shador Sanders, and Taylor Green. I hope they get an opportunity beyond like I said, the first week, the prediction already there. They said Deshaun Watson is going to play week one, but I hope there's changes. These are predictions. They don't know until they get out there on the field. But what I would say to all the quarterbacks, never take it for granted that the preseason doesn't count. Yes, it does, in my humble opinion. That's where the coaches and that coaching staff are making a lot of decisions. They're watching how you moving and grooving, and they're going to make some decisions as they start trimming the fat around that 53-man roster. So don't y'all take that for granted. Don't be listening to the nonsense about it doesn't count. These are my opinions. I felt that download. I felt like I need to let all the quarterbacks know, wherever you are, do not discount that preseason. That preseason is that's the benchmark. See, there are benchmarks in everything in life, benchmarks where you achieve certain things. And they got a benchmark set. And the quarterbacks, they watching you because it's too many right now. It's too many quarterbacks. Child, y'all, but I forgot that. You know how you got on the cute little romper, y'all? And I was like, why I feel like it's big on the shoulder? Child, cause the romper I didn't even fasten the romper. I came flying in here trying to make sure I was on time for my show. And it's just flying loosey goosey, y'all. Let me attach this romper right now, y'all. There we go. Child, y'all look. Y'all know this a live stream. So y'all this live. So yeah, I forgot to attach a wardrobe check. Okay, but I got it right, y'all. Moving right along. Now, the prediction is for the Fernando Mendoza and Kirk Cousins quarterback situation. Now, allegedly, now this is what I'm getting off the hot presses now for the NFL. Mendoza will start the kickoff, but Mendoza will start week 1. Okay, he may start week 1 or by week 3 at the latest. He's gonna start either week 1 or he's gonna start week 2. Uh-huh. Or it could be by week 3. So the prediction is it could be week 1, week 2, or week 3. So we're gonna see how this thing goes. Because like I said, I was shooketh. I said, what Kirk Cousins? What Kirk Cousins versus Fernando Mendoza? Let this young man have an opportunity to be great. Let him start out. Yeah, they're gonna have their struggles. They're new. They're new to the NFL. They're rookies, but let them have a fighting chance to show what they can do. Yeah, they're gonna have to do those reps. They're gonna have to do the drills. They're gonna have to do the repetitions. They're gonna have to do all of that. They got to practice to show themselves approved. But give the new quarterbacks a chance. I feel like it's rookies versus the veterans. That's how I'm feeling, in my humble opinion. How they got these quarterbacks up. But I talked about this. What a download. I talked about the veteran quarterbacks versus the rookies. I talked about that last season. But all I'm saying is, in my humble opinion, can I say something? I feel like, in my humble opinion, let the rookies kick off the season. Let them show their potential. We don't want them hurt. We don't want them broken up. No, no, no. But we have to see what they are able to deliver on the field. That's it. That's all I want to say, y'all, about that. Did I cover all my quarterback battles? I just thought that one was real interesting, y'all. I mean, that one, and what struck my nerve was the Cleveland Browns in that situation. But it was a lot of NFL updates. I said the season they kept us real busy, y'all. You know what I noticed about the NFL this year? When the season was over after the Super Bowl, they did not fall asleep and act like they in hibernation. They kept the news coming and trendy this whole time. As I think what they're going to do is just keep pushing the news out right into the preseason, as they should. As they should. They should keep us alert and keep. So I'm excited. There's so much news coming out of the NFL about what's to come. I'm looking forward to it. Child, y'all, the time really flew by. We already 33 minutes into the show, and y'all know I only do a 30-minute show. But we're going to keep climbing and growing and building up to an hour show. Now, friends, y'all got anything in the chat for the good of the group? Y'all let me know what y'all talking about. What else did I miss something? Was there anything else trending in the news that I need to know about? Y'all let me know, friends. Y'all quiet tonight. Y'all real quiet. Well, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna give y'all another clap. Appreciate you. Much love. I'll be back next week. More trendy topics, more to discuss. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. This was the 69th episode. Next Thursday is the 70th episode of Green Eye Sparkle Baby, the show. I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. Much love to you guys. Stay safe. Um, and also, if you guys have something that you could say to someone that's nice, go ahead and say it. You know, it does the world good if we can reach out and compliment or say something nice to someone. Sometimes you never know how being nice to someone goes a long way. Sometimes somebody just needs to hear a kind word or a gentle word to tap into their emotional stressors that are happening. Because you know this world has been kind of busy and evolving in different ways, good, bad, or indifferent. So just reaching out and saying something kind doesn't hurt anybody. All right, y'all. That's all my time. I'll see you guys next week. I'll holla. Green Eye Sparkle, baby.